Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Aries meditation. I've laid out the cards from the Crow Tarot, past, present, and future. I'll finish up with, or I'll clarify with the African Tarot and pull a couple of oracle cards at the end. I will be building a fresh extended reading utilizing the oracle cards in an extended reading linked in the description box below. And finally, I would ask if you enjoy this reading, if you find it useful, to please like, share this video with others who may find it useful, comment below, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate and honor all of you that are spending time with me, that have supported me in all the ways that you do. So thank you for that. Sagittarius, your overall energy is the Eight of Cups. You've learned a lot from whatever your current environment is. The environment that you're currently in is probably one that you've been in for quite a while. Whether that's the case or not, the relationships and bonds that you have been long-standing, and you recognize the limitations of those relationships at this point in your life. You may have gained and understood the value of these relationships in ways that you honor them. You're not abandoning them, but you recognize a greater vision, a greater challenge that you must mount. You're looking to challenge yourself now that you have gained what can be gained. You've gone as far as you can go, and you recognize that there is much more for you. There's a greater challenge out there that you must meet. So this is a card of your moving forward in a way that may make others feel remorseful or sad, but you know is not a form of abandonment or an effort towards abandonment, but one of embracing your higher potential, your purpose, something that has a lifelong significance to you. In the past, we have the Fool card, the Moon card, and the Tower. Oh, there is so much information that you are gaining, not only from your super or your higher consciousness, but from your subconscious or unconscious mind. You are, as you are moving towards a greater understanding of your social and global context, a greater understanding of why events are happening in the unpredictable and even chaotic way that they appear to be occurring in your life and in the world at large. You're also understanding that you have alliances that have been with you always, that help to get you where you are now, and that understand your purpose, support your purpose and growth. It's interesting that your desire to learn more, to reach for new ideas, to accept and be open to new higher understandings has accompanied this greater ability to sit with who you are, to explore your own personal mysteries, to build your meditation practice, to connect or honor the connection you have with your ancestors, your spirit guides, those relatives who've passed, whoever it is that is exists for you, is present and available to you, and you now recognize that you can actually actively enlist their support through your dream life, through your journaling activities, through the efforts of through understanding and opening up to the mysterious aspects of your journey. There's a degree of understanding that goes beyond a rational experience here, so that on both extremes of this openness to new ideas, to recognizing the course correction that is occurring in the world around you, and these mysterious threads of evolution that you have participated in, perhaps historically or throughout lifetimes, are all contributing to this faith you have, this trust that you have in the universe, this trust you have in moving forward to a greater sense of adventure, exploration, discovery, and creation that you have felt limited or held back from through your intimate ties and relationships. In the present, we have the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. Eights are powerful numbers of discipline, accomplishment, perseverance, personal development. And here I see your commitment to personal development, which has been hidden, secretive, deeply personal and emotional experience for you, opening up a lot of experiences and feelings that you may have not been experienced with, feelings that you may have sought refuge from in the past. You're now open to their value in your life and building upon that to improve upon your skills, your personal traits, your individual characteristics, your commitment to accepting the new challenges and opportunities in your life with the assurance that you will be prepared. You will have done everything you can personally do to make a success of these new opportunities that come in the form of unpredictable, unexpected events, perhaps social destruction or deconstruction that you are in many ways aware of, have been contributing through by challenging your own beliefs and by abandoning those things that you know have been restrictive to you. As the third eight in this reading so far, you are moving quickly towards making the connections, not only of your own experiences, but to those people, to those resources, to those ideas, to those places and spaces that are helping you to realize this sense of collective purpose that you are feeling yourself, feeling to be the expression of your experience on this planet, what you're bringing, the gifts the world's been waiting for, your awareness that these relationships have come to you before and they are coming to you again. You're having a revisit of significant partners or significant opportunities that you have always known were meant for you. And along the way, you may have lost that sense of purpose through a mysterious sense of perhaps failure or not getting anywhere, stagnancy, information hidden, the reason why things haven't worked out being hidden from you in the past, or the surprising events occurring in your world, in the world, that have not seemed to be connected to who you are or your phenomenal efforts to persevere and to develop yourself and to invest in those experiences you believed were going to invest back in you. And now that is coming to an awareness of that sync, that alignment of your purpose with who you are, what your gifts are. And so there may be this revisiting or this reconnection to old experiences, old people that are bringing back opportunities. And the reconnection may not be through experiences, resources, or people that you've experienced in this life. This can be former lifetimes, but there's a sense of fatedness, of soul purpose, soul mates, in your various relationships. And that is not simply lovers or spouses. That is friends, that's relatives, that's siblings, a sense that they exist in your life to support your growth, this new adventure, this new creation that you are taking on, and quite possibly taking you away from what has been familiar to you, familiar to them. In the future, the Five of Wands, the Chariot card, and the King of Cups. The conflicts that you are experiencing in your environment or will be experiencing, depending on where you are in this timeless timeline. And I'm referring to the fact that these are general readings. They're also timeless, so that although you may be experiencing some of these things now or all of these things now, you may have experienced them in the past. You may not be experiencing them in the future because our sense of time is not a direct layer of divine or spiritual or fated experience. So you are dealing with problems that you are solving in your everyday life, in your relationships. Conflicts around you may be something that is a part of your efforts, your work, your employment, struggling in understanding the range of events and experiences that not only you are having, but others are having as well. In making sense of the world, finding better ways to work together to solve problems is only aided by your greater sense of liberation and originality as you are understanding the conflicts that are the context of your life, that you don't need to fix all those conflicts. Your role is simply to be a participant in making those solutions happen. And you have a unique gift and ability to do that because of the efforts you've made to develop yourself, your gifts, to own your development, to own your progress, to take responsibility for your behaviors, your actions, for exactly where you are on the planet. And that has, in many ways, allowed you to synthesize the conflicts, the energy, the oppositional energy around you to propel you with focus towards your own goals, understanding that this is a liberation from your need, desire, or appearance of being like everyone else. And in your efforts to balance and work with others, you may have masked your difference. You may have invested in others at the expense of yourself, felt it necessary to solve the problems of the team, of the group, rather than finding your own liberation through your gifts, moving closer to your personal goals and targets, your personal desires, as a way of liberating and simply becoming who you are, owning that, embracing that, not trying to be like the masses around you, but owning your originality, your uniqueness, owning your gifts. But through this process, this has engendered your compassion for others, all others who, like you, are seeking to understand their experiences, how they've overcome the challenges they've overcome, how they're able to be compassionate and support the efforts of individuals as well as the team to find their strengths, find the things that help them solve the problems they and you are facing as part of a collective effort, part of a team. And in your, because of your own personal liberation from the conundrum of people pleasing and being a fixer, from the conundrum of feeling that you have to choose between someone else's empowerment and your own smallness. You are sought after as a counsel in terms of how you've done it. What is your story of working through and navigating the many and mixed emotions and conflicts, feelings in the various struggles and conflicts that you're involved in? How do you rise above it? This is the story that you are sharing with others, if so asked. But whether you're asked for this counsel or not, you are an example of doing both. You can support the empowerment of the team as you claim your unique identity and skills. You don't have to compromise who you are to solve problems with others. I'm going to clarify the Eight of Wands in the center of your reading with the Three of Wands. I like that. And the Six of Wands. Interesting. So this is kind of talking about this particular row where you are building your own vehicle of creation, abundance, inspiration, lifestyle, a behavior or a vehicle that allows you to take your talents and skills, your ability to relate to others and to face the world, be unfamiliar with that, move beyond the situation that you're in, and remembering where you have started. You are facing the challenge that is important to you, that relates to your purpose, to your goal, to what has value for not only you, but what you now know has value for the world, is needed by the world. And you are now empowering yourself to continue on that path. It isn't that you just started that today or you recently started it. You've been on this path, and there's something about 3 years here that has value. And I'm thinking as well that 3 years is loosely equivocal to the onset, the official onset of the restrictions of the pandemic in the U.S. So that can be a gauge. Those events that have occurred as a result of that have been part of your building up, your facing those resources you have and the lifestyle changes that you want to make. This is building yourself, being liberated to approach this, to grow this, to identify this as your path. You're also using these skills, this ability and compassion you have for others in committing to the team, committing to the group, and using your individual successes, victories, commitment to your responsibilities and executing them with diligence and with excellence to the best of your ability. You are elevating the entire group. It may not be seamless, but it is precisely your understanding that you are like everyone else in many ways and wanting liberation to be who you are, to give the skills and gifts that you have to contribute. And that is the way in which you are understanding and sharing with others how problems can be solved, how teams can overcome conflict, how problems can be moved forward with everyone's buy-in without oppressing or occluding anyone's individual accomplishments or gifts. But it is that willingness to be a part of the team, to join into the collective, to understand what equity means as opposed to equality, to give those things that contribute to both the team and to you. I'm going to pull a Soul's Journey Oracle card and remind you that you can like, share, and comment as well as subscribe to Pacific Tarot, and I pulled Death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. I love this. And that vibes with a couple of the cards here. I'm also going to pull a crystal oracle and remind you that I will be using the oracle cards to create a new reading in the extended. And that link can be found in the description box below. So I pulled the aquamarine. Go with the flow. Okay, so I thank you so much, Sagittarius, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.